Thank you very much for joining us tonight on the news at 7 and over Osrc television. I am Oyini Ayini Gara. Members of Christ Apostolic Church, CACOK Akure, who were abducted by gunmen along the Forward Road in Ondo State, have regained their freedom. Reports have it that the victims were released by the abductors late Thursday night after ransom was paid. The negotiating team of the church with the abductors returned to Akure with the remaining 11 victims from the den of the kidnappers close to midnight yesterday. We'll bring you the reports in the course of the bulletin. Education stakeholders have urged government at all levels to undertake a critical review of Nigeria's education system and improve the welfare of teachers for qualitative delivery. They made the call to commemorate this year's World Teachers' Day in Akure, Ondo State capital, with the theme, "The Teachers We Need for Education We Want," the global imperative to reverse teachers' shortage. Omorion Lakongiji reports that the Ondo State government also rewarded some teachers who distinguished themselves in the profession.
Globally, the shortage of teachers have been a major challenge facing schools, thereby reducing standard of education around the world. In Nigeria, record shows that 2.3 million registered teachers are currently on Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria database, with 47 million students. Teacher shortages in schools have led to missed or insufficient opportunities, specialized or disenfranchised by the education system. This year's World Teachers' Day, with its theme, "The Teachers We Need for the Education We Want," the global imperative to reverse teacher shortage, is apt to address the current situation in Nigeria. Reacting to the theme, Administrative Secretary, Parent Teachers Association in Ondo State, Shola Adunbi, confirmed that more teachers are needed, but the shortages in schools must be collectively addressed.
In our schools, we have PTA teachers that are being paid by PTA. We have security men that are being paid by PTA. So there is not a time we leave the government alone, because there is nowhere in the world where the government alone is doing it. See, the government cannot do it alone. There must be philanthropists that will join. And we pray with time to come, those states will raise philanthropists that will have more interest in education.
To Chairman of Nigeria Teachers, more has made efforts to employ more teachers and their welfare improved upon.
Including this, just that is have been testing for us.
The teachers who promised to further put in their service acknowledged the response of the state government to their needs.
Second, as I'm talking to you, I collect the governor of those states, and I encourage us promotion as well. Encourage us improve and good knowledge.
There are shortage of teachers in a situation whereby there is a school with a population of 300, 400. You have just to teacher. The Yoruba will say, "Aja kiroro, kosho jule." So all these things are what are affecting us.
The government to their needs. Reassure government's ready to improve education standard. Ondo State Head of Service Kayode Ogundele said government will invest more on trainings and retraining, among other benefits.
Encouraging teachers and to whoever do with motivational issues, their promotion, as well as other allowances that needs to be given to them, done as at when due. Our teachers in Ondo State have been getting their promotion with financial benefits. In fact, for 2023, the promotion of teachers has been concluded. And also, our teachers have been having opportunity for self-development.
The government can celebrate teachers as an Education and Technology, Mrs. Folashade Adego, represented on Governor satisfaction with the performance of teachers in the state.
Mr. Governor has graciously approved that we should carry out the capital project for this year. He has approved, and we have started the machinery to award contract for the renovation of some of our secondary schools. Granting of vehicle and housing loan to teachers like their counterparts in the civil service. Let me say that this government will continue to institute and implement teacher-friendly policies in order to make the profession the envy of others in our society. I, however, wish to implore you all to continue to be dedicated to the delivery of quality teaching in your respective schools for the overall interest of education in the state.
Commissioner for Education and Technology, Fegu, also represents Director Research and for the teachers to government quality.
Efforts are on the way to tackle shortage of teachers in the secondary schools. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let us realize that teaching is not just a profession, but a calling that requires dedication, patience, and compassion.
Who distinguished themselves in their profession were recognized. Omoriola Humbiji, Osrc News.
Meanwhile, Mr. Olorunwa Adegu, a chief lecturer in Department of Rufus-Giwa Polytechnic, or has been announced the acting rector of the institution. Adegu, a member of the Chartered Institute of Bankers, is presently the deputy rector of the Ondo State-based Polytechnic. His appointment comes at the end of tenure of the immediate past rector, Gani Ogundansi. The Ondo State Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Ondo SIMA, has sought the collaboration of financial institutions to address challenges encountered by small-scale business owners in the state towards economic development. President of the Chamber, Olumide Aranyubo, who made the call during the rally in Akure, Ondo State capital, stressed the Chamber's commitment to engaging stakeholders to generate innovative ideas at improving the state's economy. Joy Pius reports that various financial institutions in Ondo State were represented at the program.
Over the year, the challenges facing small and medium-scale enterprises over the years attracted national attention with diverse intervention to grow the sector. In enabling small businesses' growth, representatives of various institutions in Ondo State to minds with the Ondo State Chambers, Mines and Agriculture, and chart ways to solve identified problems. At a business opportunity able to stir the growth of their businesses through the banking sector. The Deputy President of Ondo SIMA, Mr. Febode, said the parley became necessary due to widespread ignorance about banking and services in the state for small business owners.
Since its inception about 42 years ago, Ondo SIMA has pursued its main objectives of promoting the rapid economic transformation of Ondo State through collaboration with the state and local government in their socio-economic development programs, organization of local trade fairs and participation in international trade fairs, promotion of rapid economic transformation of Ondo State through support of members' businesses for unhindered economic growth, facilitates of easy access to low-interest loans by members through continued dialogue with the government, with the state government, Bank of Industry, commercial banks, and other relevant financial institutions. That is one of the things we are doing right away.
President of the Chamber, Mr. Olumide Aranyubo, highlighted the pivotal role small and medium enterprises play in economic development, of confronting their expansion.
I can assure you that the time spent here today will be richly rewarding to all parties. The importance of this morning meeting is to share with you our desire to collaborate with you to find solutions to the problem being encountered. We firmly believe that together we can grow the economy of this state and indeed Nigeria.
Representatives of the various financial institutions urged small business owners to explore the friendly packages in the banking sector.
The program was awesome, and we are looking forward more of it.
Personal home from the meeting is that the state is pregnant with many opportunities, to do business, to make profits, even for the development of the states. And I can also sense that there's a lot of hesitation, to venture into those opportunities.
Ondosima has been in existence for about 2 years. This is for economic transition of Ondo State. Private business. Joy.
The Acting Controller General of the Nigeria Immigration Service, Mrs. Wura Oladepoju, says over 112,000 passport applicants across the 36 Federation passport application backlogs after the Minister of Interior introduced 2-week deadline to the service last month. According to Adepoju, 91,981 passport booklets have been collected so far. The NIS boss urged applicants to visit their respective application centers to collect their travel documents. You're still watching News 7. After the break, report Jay's fake bureau 7 years. Please to join us there. You are welcome back. We can watch on our website www.osrc.ng at Osrc TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV. This Malami Dongondaji of the Sokoto State High Court has convicted and sentenced Ahmed Abubakar 7 years imprisonment, criminal breach of trust and obtaining by false pretense to the tune of 305,800,000. EFCC acting spokesperson Dele Oyewale said Abubakar was jailed of count criminal breach of trust and obtaining by false pretense. The guilty plea prompted EFCC's counsel Kufre Ekyon to pay the court him for 661,000 naira to all the petitioners through the EFCC. Governor Abba Kabiru Yusuf of Kano has approached of the Court of Appeal Kano Division to set aside the decision of the Kano governorship election victory. The Justice Oluyemi Akitson led three-man tribunal in a judgment delivered on September 20, 2023, declared the candidate of All Progressives Congress, Nasiru Yusuf Gowon, as a lawful winner of the governorship poll and should be returned elected. The tribunal equally ordered the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to withdraw the certificates of return earlier issued to the Yusuf of the new Nigerian People's Party, NNPP, and issue fresh certificates of return to Guyana of the APC. Governor Yusuf, who stands as sole appellant before the Court of Appeal, joined the All Progressives Congress Independent National Electoral Commission and New Nigeria People's Party as the first, second, and third respondents. Church Okegon Akure kidnapped on the 29th September along a 4-hour expressway in Osrc local government area of the state while going for a burial program have regained their freedom. Osrc's Joy Pius reports that the freed abductees arrived at church premises close to midnight on Thursday to the jubilant embrace of families and church members. A report.
It was a day filled with fear, panic, and pandemonium at CAC Okegon when the news filtered in on Friday the 29th of September that members of the church choristers had been abducted at gunpoint. The following day, 8 of the abductees escaped in what seemed a miracle. For one of them, undergraduate. The freed choristers arrived at CAC Okegon premises on Thursday evening with shouts of joy and gratitude echoing the air. Osrc crew visited some of the health facilities where the released victims were receiving treatment, charge, and security men on guard. Attempts to speak with the police public relation officer also proved abortive as she was not available at the time of our visits. However, one of the victims shared his near-death experience and the kidnappers.
I was badly beaten with two maybe stick in the bush. At that point, I thought I wasn't going to make it because the beating was too severe and the pain was horrible. From there again, they now asked us who we want to call. Started calling our people in town. Then we started the journey again. Trekked. That's to the 3rd day. Meanwhile, all this period, no water, no food. 3rd day evening, that's Sunday now. That was the time they gave us some very dirty water to drink. We wouldn't have any choice because we are becoming dehydrated. So, and the water is never enough. A bottle of Ragoli is to like 5 or 6 people. They just give it to you, zip a little bit and give it to another person. And then we left that location again.
According to the victim, their release was premised on the payment of a ransom.
They now said if it goes beyond 11 a.m. that yesterday, then we will have to add another money to it, that the ransom will increase again. We shall pleaded with them that we should look for the money. Then we started calling. Some of us have to go and release our properties document for it to be sold so that that money can come. Eventually, when they told us that the money has been completed, that was when we started our journey back to town, to a safe place, and that was I think about 10 p.m. 10 p.m. last night. That was when we were actually out of the forest into the place where they picked us up.
8 of the 19 kidnapped, according to accounts given by the church, had earlier escaped from their abductors. All the abducted choristers have now regained freedom from captivity. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
And now we move to the activist Nadis Mohammadi has won the 2023 Nobel Peace Prize. Announcing the decision, the Norwegian Nobel Committee said Ms. Mohammadi was honored for her fight against the oppression in Iran. Committee Chairwoman Berit Reis Adassen said her struggle has come to a tremendous personal cost. Ms. Mohammadi is currently serving a term by accusing the Nobel Committee of meddling. Aside of the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has warned European leaders that Russia could rebuild its military capabilities and attack other countries within 5 years if the continent were to waver in its support for Kyiv. Zelensky, who is attending a summit of the European political community in Spain, also said he remained confident of continued US and European financial aid despite political storms. And Adirunke Konawali has an update.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky warned European leaders that Russia could attack other countries if the continent wavered in its support for Kyiv. He said if Russia had a chance to rebuild its military capabilities, it could widen the war within 5 years. Zelensky gave an emotive speech at the summit of the European political community in Granada, Spain.
We have to win in Ukraine so that Putin cannot scale this aggression. To some of our Europe must be unwavering. The unity of all 27 EU countries, all the Europe.
Zelensky added that he was still confident of continued years in European financial aid despite political storms. Ukraine could mean that a quote, drone, tank, or any other Russian weapon will not strike anyone else in Europe, underlining the horrors of war. A Russian attack on a village in the Kharkiv region on Thursday killed at least 49 people, including a 6-year-old boy, according to Ukrainian officials. The summit negotiation. It has prompted President Joe Biden, a Democrat, to go from confidence to expressing concern that a deal will be made on Ukraine aid. The European political community was established last year following Russia's invasion of Ukraine to foster cooperation. More than 40 countries are members. Adirunke Kolawole, Osrc News.
And to end the news tonight, here again are the major stories. We told you that 11 of the 19 choristers of Christ Apostolic Church Okegon Akure abducted at Elegbeka along a 4-way expressway in Osrc government area of the state have regained their freedom. The Ondo State Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, Ondo Sima, is seeking the support of financial institutions to address challenges faced by small-scale business owners in the state. A high court sitting in Sabato has convicted and sentenced Ahmed Abubakar to 87 years imprisonment for criminal